Are you a mindless, distracted eater, somebody who just grabs food, what's convenient, tastes good, and it's affected your weight, perhaps? I want to take you through a simple practice of how to be a more intentional, undistracted eater, one step at a time. So we'll jump in and we'll keep things simple. So I brought along a little prop. It's a small plate of apple slices with some cinnamon for an extra flavor boost. And I'm going to take you through this as if, I were practicing it myself. So I'm going to begin by sitting down and grounding myself. And an easy way to do that, there's two possibilities. One is to simply close your eyes, take a deep breath, hold it, and then slowly let it out. Another possibility, and you can pause and extend that time if you'd like, if you want to feel even more grounded. Another possibility is to connect with something liquid before you start eating. And I love warm decaf green tea, but water or anything else that's not sugary would be a good choice as well. And you can kind of do the same thing. It gives you a pause before eating and helps you be more mindful and attuned to all your senses, and therefore enjoy your food more. So I'm going to take a couple sips here, connecting to my breath for groundedness. And what we really want to do is tune into our feelings of hunger, and as we're eating, to be mindful and slow down and undistracted enough that we can notice our signals for fullness. So we're going to begin, and what I want to do first is just send a little appreciation and gratitude for the food and all that it took to get here on my plate. And then I can notice the color, the texture. We want to take it in with all of our senses. The smell too. There's so much to enjoy about the act of eating. Obviously, we have to do it to survive and feel good and nourished, but it really is one of the greatest pleasures of life. So when we can appreciate that and slow down, it really can help us feel more satisfied and enjoy the experience more. So if you hear any noise in your head about what you should be eating, any sort of shaming or any kind of voices like that, just quiet it down and remind yourself that you have the power to make your own nourishing choices without shooting on yourself. So enjoying our food more and slowing down, chewing more thoroughly helps us actually not only improve our digestion, but also our nutrition. Our teeth, they're in our mouths to help us masticate the food and break it down and do some of the pre-work for what the stomach and small intestines do. And the more we do that, the more we slow down and chew thoroughly, we can actually absorb more nutrients from our food. So that's another reason to be attuned and undistracted. Like, make sure you're not playing on your phone or looking at a screen while you're eating, but just practice doing this in a very undistracted way. I am not, of course, because I'm making this video while I eat, but I think you get the point. So we can pick our food back up and again, appreciate the color and the texture and the temperature and the weight of it. And just maybe like bring it to our mouths and just taste it a little bit. Let the flavor come into your mouth without actually chewing it. Mm. Mm. Something else you can do to help you slow down and tune in. Imagine as if you are a food critic and you're needing to write a review of your meal or your snack. And so you're really going to want to notice all those subtle details that you might miss if you're otherwise engaged playing on your phone or watching TV or reading something. So tuning in, slowing down, and enjoying more, getting all the satisfaction you can from your food. It's going to make you less likely to find yourself foraging for something between meals and just attuned to that, to the experience. So it takes about 20 minutes for the signals from our stomach to reach our brain about fullness. So if you're done in 5 minutes or less, you may be overeating, and then suddenly, 15 minutes later, maybe when you stand up, like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was so full. It was probably because you were distracted and eating fast. So these mindful eating techniques are really powerful. And I'll share one specific hack with you before we go. Now, I can't demonstrate it here because I'm not using a fork right now. But when you're eating, if you notice that you have food on your fork and in your mouth at the same time, that is a really good indication that you're eating too fast. So slow it down, take a breath. You might even try setting your utensil down between bites, taking sips of whatever you're drinking to slow you down as well. So I'm going to encourage you to slow down, tune in, and make those mindful choices with every snack and meal. And it's a practice. Please know that. No one's perfect at it, but we have an opportunity to practice it every time that we sit down to eat. And I do recommend eating while sitting. So if you need any additional support, I would love to have a chat with you. There's no cost, no obligation. I'm going to leave the link to be able to easily get in touch with me, but Health Coach Gayle is who I am, and my company is Y-Powered Health Coaching, where we make small, consistent steps for big and lasting results. So keep taking care of you and your most precious physical asset, your body. Take care now.